Good evening, Brett.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you, sir? How's
I'm
your trip
well.
over?
It was good,
Yep.
uneventful.
Yeah.
Got over here in time to have a little dinner here in town.
We stopped at Whataburger in Whitesboro.
Very nice.
Yep.
Very nice. Yeah, we have obviously Youth Super Bowl tomorrow in Whitesboro, so we're Sarah and Michael and myself and Jessica are staying in Rock Creek.
Nice.
So a little bit Beats going all the way back to Sanger and then back over here tomorrow.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's what we're going to do, but it's all right.
Well, y'all don't have to be back for 9 a.m.
We don't have to be back. No, we do not. No, we'll be there
the
for
second grade game.
Yeah, for Dax's game.
So just dawned on me, I need to add one more thing real quick. But obviously we're here for the Sanger Indians taking on Quinlan Ford Panthers. And this pregame show is brought to you by Cap Plumbing. We want to thank Michael Berner over at Cap Plumbing. Appreciate everything he's done for us to bring all the pregame, the halftime stats, as well as the postgame stats. Appreciate all the support there. He's been a very consistent supporter of the program over the years. And so let me get one more thing loaded here for everybody.
Shout out to Dennis and ISD for hooking us up and getting us in this really nice booth up here.
Yep, we're in a press box tonight, so that makes things slightly easier
Yep, a little
than being in
quieter
the stands.
Yep. And we are joined in the press box by our lovely, beautiful, talented camera lady, Miss Jeannie Bumpus.
Yep. So obviously we're previewing the Quinlan Panthers tonight. I'll get this little document up here on the screen so everybody can see it. Quinlan comes in 8-2 overall, 3-2 in district. They only have a 6-team district. Discovered that when I went to put this little thing together. And we're Sanger Indians are 7-3, 5-1 in district. And this is the by-district matchup between District 5 and District 6 in Region 2 of 4A Division 2. And we are the 2 seed out of District 5, and Quinlan Ford is the 3 seed out of District 6. Quinlan comes in led by their QB, who has 722 yards passing. His name is a senior, and his name is
Peyton Wallen.
Peyton Wallen. Thank you. I'm having trouble seeing that.
No,
on
you're
here.
good. I got you, bro.
Peyton Wallen, and then they have he also runs the ball a lot himself, has 455 yards passing. I'll let you do the stats. I was reading this thing right here.
No,
I can't see it on the screen, so they might be able to see it better at home than I can see it on the screen.
No, you're good, brother. They do come in. They are, just checking over the stats, they are a run-heavy team. Quarterback Peyton Wallen comes in at 47 of 80. That's a 588 completion percentage, 722 yards on the year. So that just shows you right there that they are obviously a very heavy run offense. Leading rusher is a sophomore, number 7, Devin Williams. Has 103 carries for 1,095 yards, averaging 10.6 yards per carry. They have another junior, Teague, at 481 yards. Wallen, the quarterback, is at 455 yards rushing. Another senior running back, Barker, 275 yards, and another junior, Andrews, number 22, 441 yards on the ground. They are loaded with many, many running backs. Now, looking at this roster, I don't know if they have JV stats on here or not. I don't know. I don't really care.
Sure.
But obviously, just from looking at the stats based off of their quarterback and their running back and the wide receiver core, that they are very, very run heavy. Wide receiver, junior, comes in with 19 receptions. Mr. Teague, number 3, is Mason Teague. 19 receptions, 354 yards, averaging 18.6 yards per reception. And the sophomore, Devin Williams, 16 receptions for 256 yards, averaging 16 yards per catch. And they do have a little bit few spread in here, 8 yards, 24 yards, 37. But the tail of the tape shows that they're going to run the ball a lot.
Yep. I do believe you are going to be correct on that. They're in a district that's interesting because Sunnyvale came out district champs in that district. They beat Canton in the last week to take the district championship. It came all the way down to the last week. Both teams were undefeated in district. Canton was actually undefeated 9-0 on the season going into that game. And then Sunnyvale beat, who is their number 2 team, pretty handedly. The thing that caught me by surprise, and
Talk
we
about
talked
last
about
night's
it,
game.
yeah, it was last night's game, is there, so the way that by-district works, if you're new to kind of paying attention to how by-district works, is District 5 and 6, they all play each other kind of like round robin. R1 plays their 4, R2 plays their 3, their 1 plays R4, their 2 plays R3. So we are the 2 in our District 5, and Quinlan Ford is the 3. But their number 1 seed is Sunnyvale, who's been ranked number 5 all season long. Came in to last night's game 9-1. They faced our 4 seed Van Alstyne. We saw what took place against Van Alstyne, and Van Alstyne was right there with them all the way to the end of the game.
Van
It was a
Alstyne took them to
49-41 final.
to the last drive.
Correct.
Yep.
And Van Alstyne had the ball in their territory, down by 1
Yep.
possession.
And threw an incomplete pass on
yep,
4th and 10.
fourth down.
I was bouncing back and forth on NFHS. Remember, we were talking about the coaches
Yep.
or with Coach Rogers. I was like, I wouldn't cancel that.
I renewed mine
Playoff
last night,
season.
too.
I renewed mine last night.
too.
So I was bouncing back and forth between the Carthage game and the Van Alstyne game last night. So it was very interesting.
I mean, it means nothing, right? I mean,
Right.
football is a game of matchups, and
But and the reason
each
why
team
we
matches up against each
and we
other.
know that it means nothing based off of what happened between Crum and Van Alstyne
Versus
and
us.
Van Alstyne, and versus what happened between us and Crum.
Yep.
I mean, again, we've said it 1,000 times this year. That's why we still play the game.
I will say this: I think that District 5 is stronger than the so-called experts say that
No,
they
no,
are.
I was just trying to get you to lean this way.
Okay.
You were leaning that way out of the camera.
I think District 5 is stronger than the so-called experts say they are. Crum is undefeated on the season, hasn't even sniffed the top 10, and they beat some good competition themselves, including beating Sanger. So I think that when you have Sunnyvale, a team with a loss on its record, there's multiple teams in the top 10 in 4A Division II that have losses on their record that are still in the top 10, and you don't see any teams from District 6. And I think that goes by what teams are traditionally known for being good at in the past versus how good they are actually this year.
Right.
And I don't know if last night's game between Sunnyvale and Van Alstyne says more about Van Alstyne or more about Sunnyvale. But Sunnyvale walked the table in that district. Their closest game was Kenton, and they beat Kenton by 20-something points.
And there was also even discussion of whether Canton could possibly pull that
Correct,
game off.
correct.
We knew, based off of what we saw on paper, that Canton had a really good chance of pulling that game off.
Yep. So, Sanger still has to go out and execute tonight. I do believe if you find any of the publications that put out who's favored to win or who's predicted to win, Sanger is predicted to win in most of those publications. But they were predicted to beat Crum and did not come out in the second half in that game. I will say in the first half they played almost flawlessly.
Right.
But in the second half, they did not score on offense. And
62 yards of total offense in
Yeah.
the second half.
Crum found a way to shut them down. And you know what's going to happen is every team we play going forward is going to try to build a blueprint of what Crum did in the second half of that game. Now, the two opponents we've played since then have not been able to duplicate that at all because right now they're probably having to figure out who their punter is on the Sanger offense.
Right.
The last punt was against Crum.
I think it was one of the Hendricks boys.
Yeah, I know. I know who the punter is.
Yeah,
but
but I'm
if they said punt team, would all 11 guys go out there to line up?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they practice it.
that might be one of those. And like I said, we got a big game tonight, and looking forward to it. And
I think they're going to be confused when Coach
Sanger
Hunter says
still
the
has
word
to
punt.
come out. Yeah, they still got to come out and execute. But man, it has been a while since we've seen our punter, and I could see it when they say punt team. The very next thing that's going to come out of the coach's mouth is timeout because everybody forgot that they're on the punt team.
Yeah. Yep. I think that's the way it's going to work out too. So, anyways, Sanger did load up kids from the JV squad and from the freshman teams to come down here and get this playoff experience in and be a part of the festivities. So that's exciting for these young kids. There's some of them down there warming up now. The varsity's already come through their stretches. That's this little handy dandy one. It's fine. And so they got the opportunity. Varsity got out there earlier, and then now the remaining freshmen. And there is a freshman brought up to varsity for last week's game and again tonight. James Cook will be suited out with the varsity. He earned that spot throughout the year. He's come a long way in this freshman season, and the coaches are very high on him. And he came in and actually made an impact on that game.
He had a really good game.
We
last
called
week.
his name multiple
Yeah,
times.
he was exploding off that defensive line.
He really was. He's very quick first step, and he's a strong kid. So I'm excited to see him back out there again this evening. I'm excited to see a lot of these players out there. They're excited. First time Sanger's been back in the postseason since 2022. So an opportunity for them to come out here, effort the other team, and get victorious as we go into the second round of the playoffs if we can win tonight.
Yeah, lots of interesting matchups this week. We're taking it back to something that you brought up just a minute ago.
Just read Mr. Rowe's comment.
I feel perfectly fine. Thank you, Mr. Rowe. Luckily, my little butterfinger slowed the ball down just a little bit before it hit me in the throat. Oh,
man,
gosh.
that was fun times.
So, yeah, it was a really good time. I think somebody owes me some money for that.
Well, when that one comment, Rubinsky or whatever, Rubinsky said, the judge machine to the jugular, I was like, were you there?
That was
fun. I feel like you must have been there somewhere. We just didn't see you watching because that's almost exactly what happened. Not even by design. I know we staged those pictures there at the end that we posted as a teaser, but
the only thing that wasn't staged was the actual ball getting launched. Those were not staged. That
not
was,
at all.
That was 100%. That was Coach Rogers
Legit
feeding that ball to me. So I think he started off at 30 miles an hour?
Yeah.
And increased at 5 miles per hour on every throw. That's 65
We were trying to end on a catch, and then when it hit him in the throat, he said, nope. Ending right there.
No, we're stopping right there.
No, I meant to post the actual raw
You know how
footage,
mad my wife would have gone if that would. I just had neck surgery, 6 months ago, and it hits me in the throat. You know what? I looked her stead in the eye, and I said,
good thing we weren't live.
It was my choice, and I've met my deductible out-of-pocket limit for the year, baby. Let's go get this thing fixed again.
Say hi, Jenny. Get this over there. Somebody knocking on the door?
Somebody's
Just
knocking
rattling?
somewhere. I don't see any feet underneath the door.
Okay.
So back to what you were talking about earlier is about the experts and how they're ranking stuff. I am surprised that Crum has not broken the top 10. Mm-hmm. I mean, because looking at their schedule, they have played quality teams. It's not like that they're just going out there and playing like teams like, I don't mean to call teams out, but like Venus and
mm-hmm.
those other teams that haven't won a game in 2 or 3 years. They're playing good quality teams. So their strength of schedule is actually pretty good. Mm-hmm. Based off and our strength of schedule is pretty good.
Yep.
But I don't understand why. But like I said, it's probably a lot of tradition probably has something to do with it. They're not a perennial powerhouse like your Carthages of the world.
Well, when you go to Region 2 especially, the more east you go, the tougher that competition comes.
Agreed.
You got Pleasant Grove, who won big last night. Carthage won big last night. And so those schools are the cream of the crop in District 7 and District 8. So it really just kind of – and then Athens is really, really good, and they only lost to Carthage. They're ranked 10 in the state, and they only lost to Carthage by 1 score. That's a district game. Athens is the second-place team in District 8. So it's because of we explained the round robin of what happens between District 5 and District 6. Well, District 7 and District 8 are the other 2 districts in Region 2. They're doing the same thing we're doing. Their top team in 7 is playing number 4 in 8 and vice versa. Mm-hmm. But that team that has to come out and play Athens, they feel like a 3-2 matchup's usually pretty comparable to each other. I don't think that one's going to be comparable. I don't know who the 3 is out of District 7, but they're playing Athens, and Athens is a stout team. So I think the further east you go,
Carthage, did they not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like I said, it was a 1-score game, but both of them were very high. It was over 100 points scored in the game.
That defense didn't even get on the bus.
Yeah. So, but I'm excited about tonight. We're excited about our sponsor for the evening. Let me get this information up here real quick. So we obviously, if you're not here yet, you could still make your way out here to Munson Stadium in Denison, Texas, and see the game tonight. It starts at 7 o'clock. You have to, if you're not already here, you need to get on your horse to get here. But we will be broadcasting if you can't make it in person. But we want a big shout out to Tav Tech. They are officially our sponsor for tonight's broadcast. They came on board for the playoff game because in playoffs we have to pay a fee to be able to broadcast. It's a $500 fee for football. It's $250 for every other sport. And so if you recall, back during softball season and back during basketball season last year, we were able to get one game at a time sponsors. Some sponsors came on for multiple games. But I put a post out there earlier in the week once we got approval from UIL, and Tav Tech stepped up, no hesitation, and jumped in. And Nicholas runs a telecom audio video setup company. So if you're looking to set up your home as a smart home or Starlink installation, smart access and video intercoms, home and ranch connectivity. If you have a big area of your property that you would like to see on Wi-Fi, he can set it up to where the entire property is set up with Wi-Fi. It's not just the. No, I'm good. I can actually see this one.
Okay.
Where you have Wi-Fi inside and outside. I know a lot of times when you're someplace and you go outside and all of a sudden you don't have Wi-Fi. So he can help with that connectivity, and he's Sanger based. He's right there in Sanger, USA. So you can connect with him in person if you'd like to get him to come to your place and see what it is you're looking for, and he can tell you what that would look like. You can go to tavtechllc.com, or you can dial him up at 940-453-2166. I've known this young man for a long, long time, and I'm very appreciative of him coming on board as a sponsor. And we want our community members to help support our sponsors, so we appreciate him coming on board. So thank you very much. Let's go back to us. More us, right? There we go.
More me.
Still learning all the new gadgets. But we have multiple camera angles tonight, so you'll be able to see more of me and Brett. And then we have our main camera that we'll be showing the footage on. As we get closer to game time, you'll see this main feed. That's the main camera. So we appreciate Jenny being our camera person once again this evening. So if you want to see our handy-dandy scoreboard this evening, it looks much different than past. So we're excited about that as well. And it'll look like that along with this and this.
Ha, beautiful.
So we want to thank our official church of the Sanger Sports Corner, Church of Christ. They've been on with us all football season. They're with us throughout every sport, throughout the 2025-2026 school year. So we appreciate all the support from Mason Peebles and the team over at Church of Christ. You can go see them out on the corner of Locust Street and Fish Street. They have Bible classes on Sunday morning as well as their traditional Sunday worship. And then on Wednesday evenings, they have regular worship service as well. So go check out our friends at Church of Christ as well. We appreciate their support over the years. And so this will be the feed you'll see this evening. So we have what quarter it is. The clock actually runs with the game clock as it goes down. And so I could just change that to pregame and just put how many seconds until time starts too.
You got 14 minutes and 41 seconds.
So
I wouldn't even mess with it at this point. You got 14 minutes left. But while we're in the pausing section for just a second, if you're still on the way and you're listening, or if you haven't left yet and you're on the way, at this point your best bet is to park in the Albertsons parking lot directly to the east of the stadium, and then just walk across the street. Ticket booth will be right there at the northeast corner of the stadium for the visiting side. Nice.
pretty close.
Yeah.
Within a second.
You did that a heck of a lot faster than what I was thinking that you would. That's what I was like, that's not worried about, but that went there pretty quick.
We are a long ways away from the cheerleaders. We'll do our best, but we're on the home side broadcasting, and the cheerleaders are on the other side of the field. So any cheerleader shots we could show you would be on this side, and we always do our best to show everybody, the band, the cheerleaders, everything. But just keep in mind, we're on the home side, and as far as a broadcast standpoint, our camera angles are on this side. The team is on the other sideline, the cheerleaders are on the other sideline, and the band is in the other side of the stand. So it's going to be much further away for us to be able to do that. We also have to be very careful not to show the coaches signals from the sideline. But when there's an opportunity to show cheerleaders and not interfere with the integrity of the game, we will make sure that we do so. We always try to spread the love to all the different elements that support these young athletes in any way we possibly can. So I promise you, we will do our best to show cheerleaders, but just understand we're a long ways away. We're also very high up.
Yeah, they
so
look
it's
like
just
ants right
different
now.
than what we normally do. We're usually in the stands where we have a lot easier access, but to put on the best show possible to be able to bring the broadcast experience home to our fans, this was the best route for us today, was be on this home press box. Thanks to Coach Rogers and the Denison ISD for allowing us access to be here tonight. We appreciate it. Normally we help with some of that, I don't know, interference or communication or whatever to get set up at the other end. But obviously Rogers has some connections here.
Yeah.
He was here for a number of years. He's obviously this is his third season in Sanger. He had 2 seasons before that in Tioga, but before that, he was in Denison for 9 or 10 years. I don't remember exactly. We went through that rundown with him when we were talking about it. But anyway, so he's been here for a long time. He still knows a ton of people here at the facility. Matter of fact, the guy at the parking gate told me to tell him hello, and so I talked to him on my way in and said hi to him as well. So. Let's see here. I'm going to do one more thing. We can talk about our area games of the week real quick. So our area games of the week, some of these are already final.
Found it. Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh no, you're good. I was.
Can I have your wallet for a minute?
We're not.
No, we're not.
There's a single camera that caught that. I did that before I checked for cameras.
Are we supposed to be making sure that we show Quinn and Sanger, or we still get to just be Sanger?
We're still get to be just Sanger.
Yeah. We're gonna be we're allowed to be biased. We're
gonna remain professional.
we're gonna be professional.
I just didn't know if
So
Quinn fans are watching this to see their kid.
Oh, I mean, there's
but
not a Quinlan broadcast.
Yeah, yeah. So yes,
There's definitely not a Quinlan broadcast.
So Quinlan.
If they look up if they look up on FHS to find out where it's broadcast, we're the only broadcast for this game.
Yes.
So
There's not even an FHS broadcast. It's just us
It's just
tonight.
us. Yeah. So yeah, we still got to be professional. We can't talk bad about the refs. We can't talk bad about players. We can't do the HIPAA violation when players are injured. We're allowed to say an injured player.
Which we never do any of that.
Yeah,
so
yeah, we
We're
don't do-
running down this list of stuff we never do.
Yeah, we're allowed to say an injured player's down. We just can't
We're
call
gonna keep
out
our
the name or
starters in the whole
number.
game though.
Yeah, yeah, that too. Yeah,
that's on air.
you're the only one that does that.
That was one time.
It was 53 weeks ago.
Oh, it was. Oh, that's funny. It's getting that time, ladies and gentlemen. Coaches are getting into their little coaching booth over here. We're less than 10 minutes away from kickoff. Quinlan,
Sorry, I was going to give some scores real quick.
Quinlan forward players are getting into their tunnel, getting ready to come out, and we're about.
So first update
Less
on
than
area
9 minutes
scores.
away.
The
Go ahead.
scores that went final last night. Texarkana Pleasant Grove defeated Brownsboro Bears 56-13. Pilot Point Bearcats beat West Trojans 45-13. Carthage defeated the Pittsburgh Pirates 63-34. In that game we talked about earlier in the pregame show, Sunnyvale defeated Van Alstyne 49-41. Games not necessarily on our area games of the week. Munster defeated Cross Plains 77-6 in a nail-biter. Whitesboro came storming. They were down by 3 or 4 scores in this game against Whitney and came storming back to only lose by 6 points, 61-55. So it ended up being a closer game than what it was at halftime, at least when I looked at it. Salina won a close one, 77-0. I'm very confident I can say that with every vein in
Yeah.
me to say nothing. So that is the area scores that have gone final. These other games that are going on tonight, we will update throughout the game. Our weekly games of the week are brought to you by TAV Tech. We appreciate them coming on board. We talked about them earlier. We want to continue to give them a shout out, so we will do so. And then we're going to get ready to watch some of our teams come running out of the tunnels here. Nice.
We are about 7 minutes away from kickoff. We're going to take a very quick break. We're going to keep the camera out. And just in case the boys do come back, I'll still be here, but David will be back just shortly. You ready
Yes,
for
sir,
this?
Mr. Rowe. We have freshman players, JV players, and the varsity all suited up. Varsity is predominantly in yellow, or actually all the varsity players are in yellow, and then yellow jerseys, white pants, and the ones that they didn't have yellow jerseys for are in purple. Might even be, if you're scanning through the sideline, you might even see some duplicate numbers as well.
Week 2.
Here come the excuse me, I'm already messing up. You've got Van Alstyne colors on my mind. Excuse me, the Quinlan Ford Panthers. And here come your Sanger Indians. Your Quinlan Ford captains for today. Number 8, Peyton Wallen, quarterback. And number 58, Franklin Davis, offensive line.
Last handful of Indians doing their pregame prayer. Captains for the Indians. Number 77, Alex Zuniga. Number 32, Creedon Burner. Number 67, Zane Garcia. Number 6, Luke Hendricks.
Sangers won the toss. They've elected to receive. They will be receiving on the north end of the football field. And here we go.
Not a lot of wind tonight.
Not a lot of wind at all. Yeah, there a little bit of maybe a southern breeze. If the flag's just barely moving on the uprights of the goalpost. And we're going to pause for a moment of silence in the national anthem. We'll be right back.
I don't know how much y'all will hear of the national anthem, but we will definitely keep the mic open. We don't have a window to open to let you hear it, but it will be going on. Well, there we have it. Let's play some football.
Playoff football, Friday night. Been a long week waiting for this moment.
Really has. It's been a long 53 weeks
It has.
waiting for this moment.
It has been.
Because we should have been here 52 weeks ago as the 2 seed, where we stand tonight.
What a turnaround this coaching staff has done with this team.
Not only did they get everybody that was underclassmen, not a senior basically last year back, they got record participation in every grade, including some kids that are seniors this year playing that did not play last year. Little pooch kick. Couldn't quite tell who that was fielded by.
Hendricks.
Levi Hendricks returned to the 30-yard line. Officially spotted at the 30, it looks like. Oh, joy. Thought I pushed pause, but I pushed play again. That just didn't do me any good, so it's fine. Passes out into the flat, caught by Luke Hendricks.
Austin Martin.
Austin Martin, my bad.
You're good.
Gets him out to the 35-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 5. Hand off to Reggie.
Good cutback. Great cutback by Reggie.
Couple of cuts. He's at midfield and beyond. He's into Panther territory. He's having a blank on that for a minute. They did not stop the clock. Should have stopped for the 1st down. Another handoff to Reggie. He gets contacted in the backfield this time. Be officially no gain. It's at the 46-yard line of the Panthers. Be 2nd down and 10. Three receivers down to the bottom end of your screen. Wyatt Pennington in motion. Little out and go. Oh, just outside the outreach of Wyatt Pennington. If he catches that in stride, he is definitely off for 6.
We'll bring up 3rd and 10 for the Indians.
Tight formation for the Indians on this play. Hand off to Reggie. Cuts it up the left-hand side. Gets inside the 40-yard line, down about the 39-yard line, and bring up 4th down and 3. Not a hard decision here for Coach Rogers. Indians are set. Try to get him a jump, but I think Reggie bobbled a little bit, moved, and that's going to be a false start on the Indians. Wyatt Pennington in motion. Reed Sebastian has a little bit of room, but then gets tangled up right around the 43-yard line. It'll be turnover on downs for the Indians.
Number 16, Rathan Capson on the tackle.
10-12 to play here in the first quarter, and the Quinlan Panthers will take over on downs at their own 43-yard line. Be the first time we'll see the Sanger Indian defense in this game. Little end around the number 7 on the edge. He's tackled quickly for a 1-yard gain.
It's Devin Williams on the run.
Be 2nd down and 9 as he gets out to the 44-yard line. Quinlan was barely set for that play. They have to be set for about a second before they snap it, and they were barely set to do that. Very close to being a false start. Another end around this side. Number 3 gets off to a good start there. Gets down into Sanger territory. Looked like some grabbing there right around the edge, but no holding call was called. Gets down to the 22-yard line. Be 1st and 10 Quinlan at the 22 of Sanger.
Ball's on the ground. They're going to be a false start, though.
Yep. Be 1st down and 15 for the Panthers at the Indians' 27-yard line. Less than 9 minutes to go here in the first quarter. No score. Handoff number 7. He gets contacted by Sampson in the backfield. Actually, that's not Sampson. That's Lindsey, right? Number 50. Mm-hmm. Lindsey in the backfield. Looks like he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of 1. 2nd down and 14. Remember, the Panthers are a heavy rush team. They don't have a ton of passing success this season. Doesn't mean they won't pass. That's just not their predominant attack.
Yeah, they do have two receivers, one over 300 yards, one over 200 yards on the season.
Another handoff to number 3. Short gain. So you're going to bring up 3rd down and 13. They're at the 25-yard line. You're talking about a 42, 43-yard field goal from this point, and their kicker does have a leg putting on top of the building in warm-ups.
Pregame. Yeah, he
and he was kicking this direction in warm-ups.
Yep.
Big play for the Sanger Indian defense here. Fake the sweep. Number 8 back to pass. Has a lot of rush in his face. He's going to get sacked by multiple Indians back here at the 35-yard line officially. It's going to be 4th and long. I think that does put him out of field goal range. Less than 7.5 minutes to play here in the first quarter. And it looks like they're just going to send in another play. Unless one of these guys also punts. But they have not changed but one person in their personnel group. Play clock down to 15 seconds. It does look like they're running a play. I mean, I guess if you turn the ball over here, not a lot to lose. You're still Sanger's still in their own territory. There was a lot of movement before the snap. Ball's on the ground. That is going to be a turnover. Picked up by Creed and Berner. Be 1st and 10 Indians at their own 36-yard line after the turnover. Would have been a turnover on downs either way, but we'll take the official turnover as a fumble goes to Creed and Berner. He'll get that turnover chain. Indians offense is set to go. Hand off to Reggie. Up the middle. Ball's out there at the end, but they did call him down by contact. About a 3-yard gain, gets out to the 39-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 7 for the Indians. Hand off to Reggie. Battles his way forward.
He was hit in the backfield and still
Yeah,
gained
4
more
yards. Be 3rd down and 3. Austin Martin in motion. Reed Sebastian rolls out to the left. Throws out under the flat. Completed to Austin Martin right at the sticks. First down, Indians. Austin Martin in motion again. Play action to Reggie. Ball's tipped, but then completed to Wyatt Pennington. He's got room out here on the right-hand side. He's going to go out of bounds right around the 34-yard line. Be 5:24 on the clock as the Indians set up 1st and 10 inside the 35 of the Panthers. 34-yard line officially. Hand off to Reggie. Gets contacted in the backfield. It's going to go down as a loss. 2-yard loss on the play. 3-yard loss on the play. Back to the 37-yard line.
It's Emmanuel Sevilla in the backfield.
Be 2nd down and 13 for the Indians. Less than 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Play action. Ball's completed to Wyatt Pennington again. Wyatt diving forward. Goes out of bounds. Inside the 30, officially at the 28-yard line. Bring up 3rd down and 5. Or 4. Wyatt Pennington in motion. Hand off to Reggie.
Reggie stumbled just a little bit in the backfield right as he got the handoff and was hit immediately.
O-line not getting the push that they normally get in these circumstances. Puts them back down to the 30-yard line and be 4th down and 6. Looks like the mountain package is in now. Austin Martin in there at QB. That's going to be a timeout.
Quinlan Ford.
Those timeouts brought to you by Don Hall Construction. Appreciate all the support we've gotten from Drew Hall over the year. He's on board for the 3rd year in a row. All your construction needs, or you're trying to remodel your home or looking to build a home with brand new construction, you can go see Drew Hall and get all of your construction needs done by Don Hall Construction. Locally owned and operated right in Sanger, Texas. The advantage of that mountain package is you basically have an extra blocker in there, especially if Austin keeps it. He can hand it off to Reggie in that certain circumstance, and then you have 2 weapons you have to pay attention to as a defense. I'm sure that's why Panthers called timeout, is while they have seen that on film, they haven't seen it yet this game and probably wanted to remind their defense who has what responsibility on that play. Indians hustle back out to the line. Now timeout, Sanger. I think it was a personnel group situation there for the Indians on.
Well, they initially came out in the mountain package. That's when Quinlan called their timeout. And the Sanger came out in a different package, and Maybe just didn't like what Quinlan had switched to. It's had to call their quick timeout. This timeout brought to you by Hall Real Estate.
Yep.
Again, thanks to Drew Hall, Hall Real Estate, and Don Hall Construction. If you're looking to buy, sell, or even rent a house, or if you're looking for property, if you're on land, if you're looking for an investment on land or a house, Drew Hall is your man. He's not just a real estate agent, he is a broker. He does have many licensed real estate agents working underneath him. So be sure to give Drew a call if you need any real estate properties.
Indians set to go back here in their base offense. Reed Sebastian at QB. Luke Hendricks in motion. Reed Sebastian rolls to the right. Throws it deep downfield to Joel. It's going to be outside the reach of Joel. That'll be a turnover on downs. As both teams have had drives into the other's territory, but not able to capitalize and score points. So it remains 0-0 here in the first quarter.
This is absolutely no time to panic. If you're a Sanger fan used
Not
to
at
watching
all.
them score, you do have to keep in mind this is playoff football.
Yep.
It is much different than your regular season. Sanger's going to get things going. Quinlan's going to get things going. It's just a matter of time. Defenses are playing very well right now.
Little fake pitch, quarterback keeper. He bangs his way down for about a 4-yard gain out to the 34-yard line. Panthers began their drive at the 30. I didn't see what the stoppage was for. Well, I waved a stoppage, but the clock is still running, so I don't know.
They moved the ball back from the 35 to the 34. I don't know if that was what the stoppage was for, but
Run to number 7, gets outside the 41-yard line. It's going to be enough for a first down.
it's Devin Williams on the carry.
First down, Panthers at the 41. Handoff up the middle. Fullback has first down yardage and a little bit more. Gets into Sanger territory down to the 48-yard line.
Number 44, Dylan Fulgham, he took that and just ran right straight up the middle, broad shoulders and everything. We got old-style Christian Okoye coming across there.
Triple option type offense that they're running here.
Great open field tackle.
Ball's on the
Loose.
ground.
They're going to call him down.
But great tackle by Jonas Autry and Creedon Burner right there to be Johnny on the spot, pick up the ball again. He already had one fumble recovery earlier in the game and looked to have one there too.
Yeah, Coach Rogers definitely giving the side judge a little piece of his own advice of what his eyes saw. Either way, second down and 10.
Handoff number 6, inside handoff. He gets tackled down right around the 45-yard line. Be a short gain, be third down and 7 for the Panthers. Minute 42 to play here in the first quarter. Runs into his fullback as he's trying to hand in the ball in the backfield. So he's going to limit his gain to 2 yards. It's going to be fourth down and 5. Need to get out to down to the 38-yard line of the Indians for a first. Less than a minute to play here in the first quarter.
Quinlan Ford going to call a timeout.
They call timeout with 44 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Sanger traveled pretty well.
Fourth down and 5. Ball's on the ground again.
I think we got it back.
Sanger's got it ball.
Fumble recovery by number 56. Connor Tillison for the Indians. Second fumble and subsequent recovery on fourth down. Indians offense set to play close to midfield. Start at their own 47-yard line. Hand off to Reggie. Has a little bit of room this time. Runs into one of his linemen downfield and then gets off to the races. Cuts it out to the
Great
outside
block
of the
on
numbers.
the outside by Hendricks.
Yep. Reggie's inside the 10, inside the 5. Be officially spotted at the 5-yard line. First and goal for the Indians. As this is now beginning to look a little bit more like the offense we're used to seeing. A little bit of a high snap, but handled fine by Reed Sebastian. Reggie gets down inside the 5-yard line, officially around the 3.5-yard line. That should be the quarter unless we want to hurry up and run one more play as Chris Ramirez comes in to spell Reggie. And based on the Sanger players, it does look like we're going to run the quarter out.
That's exactly what's going to happen. And that's going to take us to the second quarter. Your first quarter leaders. Quinlan Ford rushing. We have Mason Teague, number 3 rushes for 35 yards. Dylan Fulgham, 3 rushes for 13 yards. Devin Williams, 4 rushes, 9 yards. Peyton Wallen, 1 rush for 4 yards. Tyler Andrews, 1 rush for 3 yards. Quinlan has no complete passes. Switching over to the Sanger side, Reggie Jones, 9 rushes for 78 yards. Reed Sebastian, 1 rush for 1 yard. Reed Sebastian, 4 for 6 with 37 yards passing, and that is your first quarter stats.
Thank you very, very much. That's brought to you by Cat Plumbing. Appreciate our friend Michael Berner supporting us this year by sponsoring our pregame, halftime, and postgame stats all season long. He's been on board, and we appreciate that.
Wish I had snacks.
Yeah.
I think this might be the first time that Brett and I have broadcasted a game that the score was 0-0 at the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, I think you're right. The scoreboard showing 3rd and 4. Is it not 2nd and 4?
Should be second down and goal from the 4-yard line.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I have.
Yep. The down marker also has second
got
down.
it.
Austin Martin in with the mountain package. He runs up the middle. Gets contacted down about a yard gain, well, maybe a couple yards gains. Look, he's going to spot around the 2-yard line. Another quick snap. Tries to go up the middle. Doesn't get there. Spot around the 1.5-yard line. It's going to be 4th and goal. Decision for Rogers here. He's got a really good field goal kicker, and this is basically the extra point marker. But it looks like we're just bringing in the base offense here. Hand out to Reggie. Oh, no, excuse me. I was faked out. Play action to
Beautiful.
Reggie, and then wide open Wyatt Pennington to make the score 6-0.
Beautiful misdirection.
Oh, it
play
had me
design
fooled.
right there.
It had me fooled.
Everybody was keying in on Reggie. Reggie was out of the game, or not out of the game, but not in the huddle on the previous play, and then comes in. Everybody's keying in on Reggie. It's 4th and goal. They're going to go. We're going to give it to Reggie. We know it. And play action leaves Wyatt Pennington wide open for the touchdown.
Extra point goes on top of the building.
I was watching Wyatt.
Well, good job. Bragger.
I was paying attention.
I guess she doesn't need headphones in this tight space.
I
does
know,
she?
right? I just can't hear her when she whispers, so I just pretend like I don't hear anything. All I hear is.
With 11:08 to play in the second quarter, Indians lead 7-0. Again, this broadcast is brought to you by Tav Tech. Go see them for all your smart home, smart business, Starlink connections. They can help you in a broad number of ways to help set your home up or business up, or ranch for that matter, with all things Wi-Fi and connectivity.
Smart homes are the way people are going these days.
It really is.
And I will tell you, as much as I can't stand technology, I've been in houses that have it, and it's extremely convenient.
Yep.
And I will also say that I have tried to do my own house in certain areas. It is not easy to do.
No.
Not easy. So it's a great sponsor to have.
Yeah, I actually saw Nick when I was leaving the coaches show the other day, and I followed him home and thanked him for his support on that sponsorship. Ball fielded in by number 3. Misses the first tackle, but is able to get tackled down at the 37-yard line to put up the Panthers' possession to start the second quarter, or early in the second quarter, 11:03 to play, at their own 37-yard line. I'm not sure on that statistic there, Mr. Rowe. It'd be a good question to find the answer to. What the statistics are on when we score first, who wins the game, who took first blood. So false start there on the Panthers. That'll back them up 5 yards, put them back at the 32-yard line, make it first down and 15 to start this drive. I know the home stands are a lot larger than the visiting stands, but Sanger seems to have out-traveled
We
this Quinlan
traveled
team
very
big time.
well today.
Yep. Little pitch number 7. He is fast. You got to keep him contained on the edge. Does a good job. We have a penalty down back in the middle of the field. I'm not sure exactly what the penalty could be, but what the refs huddle up about it and see. But Indians did a great job of containing him. He was tackled down for what would be a loss on the play. So if the penalty's declined, if it's against chop block, so it's either back him up 15 yards, I think, or take the result of the down and put it second down and 17. If it's a 15-yard penalty, it's a big decision there. Because it could be first and 30 or second and 18.
And take the penalty.
Yep. So that'll put them up at first and 30. I think that's what I would have probably done as well there. As well, second and 18 is still a long ways to go. I think 1st and 30, especially with the way they run offense, since they are more of a running team, forces their hand a little bit.
Yeah, give them a little bit further to go. Maybe force them to get at least one pass in there, knowing that they are not a heavy passing team.
Yep.
Another false start.
Yep.
The end down on the left side got a big jump.
I'm not sure how many plays he has in the playbook that are for 1st and 35.
I've got 4. And I'm up here, though.
This is when people at home are like, where are the down markers? They're not in the screen. They're way over here to the right, towards midfield. Another stoppage. It's going to be a timeout. Panthers. Timeout's brought to you by Don Hall Construction.
And that's going to be their final timeout of the half.
I guess I need to stop this clock. Oh, it did stop at 9:59.
Yeah.
Look at me go.
Yeah, you're good.
Unless they reset it. I feel like I was late to stop it. We'll just see if it does or not. Again, our timeouts are brought to you by Hall Real Estate and Don Hall Construction. The opponent's timeouts, usually we say the information about Don Hall Construction, so we'll continue that theme here. So Don Hall Construction, you can go see them for all your construction needs. Drew Hall is available to you right there in Sanger, Texas. His office is right there on the intersection of Pecan and the northbound service road to 35, across the side street of Dairy Queen.
Go buy you a house, buy you some land,
Buy you a Blizzard.
buy you a Blizzard, then walk back across the street to Don Hall Construction and have them build you a barn. But while you're there at Dairy Queen,
I think Drew's here at the game.
make Drew buy you a Blizzard too.
I think if you buy some land from me, he'll buy you a Blizzard.
Yeah.
I think he'll throw that in free of charge.
Coming out of the timeout, 1st and 35.
I agree, Dylan. It was very good play action, and I did not even see Wyatt. Hand off to 7, and he stopped for no gain right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of 1. It'll be 2nd down and a short flight to left field.
I will say this, David. I am keeping up a lot better with glasses.
Nice.
It's amazing what a pair of glasses do for a set of old eyes. Great defensive tackle right there. Max came off of the block and immediately just wrapped up with one hand and made a tackle in the backfield. Mason Teague on the carry going to get stopped for a loss on the play.
Like 3rd down and 33? What do you got there?
Yep, I take that back. A gain of 1. Yep, 3rd and 33 is what I got.
Hand off up the middle. He goes nowhere. Out to the 15-yard line. Be 4th down and 4.2 miles. I don't see any large personnel group, but I got to imagine this is the punt. Maybe the quarterback's also their punter.
It could very well be.
It does look like he is. Some personnel did change. Good snap. Punts off. Wyatt Pennington back to receive. Just going to let it bounce. It's going to stop right around the 39-yard line. 8:09 to play here in the first half. Indians get ready to come back on the field and take over on offense. Big shout out to my friends Ty and Todd Hogan watching from Oklahoma tonight. I only need one guest to bet they're on a golf trip of some sort. Sebastian rolls out to the right. A little high for Austin Martin. That'll be incomplete, and that'll start the clock. 2nd down. Reggie up the middle. Good gain on second down. About a gain about 5 yards. Gets out to the 44-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 5 for the Indians. Clock ticks to less than 8 minutes to play in the second quarter. Indians with the lead here in the first half, 7-0. White Pennington in motion. Goes back to the other side. He's wide open again. He battles to get first down yardage and goes out of bounds right around midfield. Should have enough for the first down. They did stop the clock there. Be first down Indians right at midfield. Austin Martin in motion. Play action. There's a blitz on the right-hand side, and Reed Sebastian takes a hit. Play action. Quarterback keeper to Reed Sebastian. Makes a couple guys miss and goes down inside the 40. One of the better runs I've seen Reed Sebastian have. That was amazing. Good job, kid. And I promise you that was not something defense was expecting.
No, there's no way.
I expected it.
Oh, my God. Here we go again. Is there any waiters in here for me to wear?
So my stepdad used to tell me, he'd throw his hand up like this. He'd say, save your watches. We already lost the boots.
Now Reed's splitting out a receiver. Austin Martin, quarterback keeper. Gets up the middle. Gets about a gain of 5. Gets down to the 33-yard line. Reed back at QB. Gets the defense to jump.
Got a free play right here.
Pass down the right-hand side to Joel Rodriguez. He does catch it, but he's out of bounds. .6:16 to play in the first half. It'll be second down plus that penalty, so it should be a flag did fly, right?
Yeah,
I'm seeing
they're
flag set
calling
on
off
the 30
sides
yard
on
line,
defense right now.
So it should be enough for the first down. Put the Indians at the 28-yard line of the Panthers, 1st and 10. Hand off to Reggie. Keeps his feet. Well earned 3 yards on that play. Gets down to the 25-yard line. Be second down and 7. Reed back to pass. Deep down the middle.
Oh, we're going to get a
Late
roughing the
hit.
passer right here.
Yep. It is going to be a personal foul call, roughing the passer against the defense. It's going to be a 15-yard penalty and automatic first down for the Indians. That'll set them up. See, 25-yard line is probably half the distance of the goal, so they're probably going to be 12.5-yard line. Yep. Half the distance of the goal. That'll set up Indians 1st and 10 at the 12.5-yard line. Reed taking some hits tonight, but seems to be playing with it very tough. And he goes out to the right. He's split out to the right as a wide receiver. Austin Martin at QB.
Good block on the outside.
Austin off to the races. He's going to score on the left edge. Pretty much no problem.
Yeah, we're going to get a flag on the play. I don't know where the flag's going to come from because Reggie laid an amazing block on the outside, but that flag was thrown right where he was at. There was no holding on it. There was definitely, they're going to call holding on Reggie, but Reggie hit him so hard the kid went flat on his back. And Reggie just followed him down to the ground, but it looked like they're gonna pin him up for holding. So void the touchdown.
That'll put the Indians back at the 22.5-yard line. Be first down and 20. Again, Reed Sebastian comes out to the left. Quarterback keeper, Austin Martin, runs up the middle, gets down to about the 20-yard line. Singer needs to get down to inside the 3, about the 2.5-yard line, get a first, be second down. We'll call it 18. This time, Austin split out left to where Reed's been lining up. Wyatt Pennington goes in motion. Reed Sebastian back to pass, throws into the flat, short for the Wyatt Pennington. I think there's pressure again. In Reed's area, having him to rush that throw and not able to make a good throw on that play. 5:03 to play here in the first half. Cam Tuberville checks in, split out wide to the right.
Keep in mind, Quinlan Ford is out of timeouts for the half.
7 seconds left to get this play off. Throw out to Joel. So basically, to make that a legal formation, I think Cam reports as an eligible receiver. And then he gets down to, he's able to go out and block. And we're going to send in the kicking unit to kick a field goal here. It's 4th down and 12 yards to go. And the ball spotted at the 15-yard line. Angel Morales will come in and attempt a field goal to put the Indians up by potentially 10 points. Snap's good, holds good, kick is up, and good. 4:24 to play here in the first half. Indians lead 10-0. I need to correct the scoreboard. Again, this is David York and Brett Bumpus, joined by the great Jenny Bumpus on the camera tonight. We appreciate everybody joining us in for the broadcast. The Indians lead 10-0. 4:24 to play here in the first half. Indians defense is playing well tonight.
Very well tonight.
We talked about that being one of the keys for their playoff run. And
Yeah.
They're showing up tonight.
Yeah, one of the things that I don't want to say has haunted them or bothered them is stopping the run, stopping the pass. I mean, it just defense has struggled just a little bit. They've had a ton of injuries in the defensive backfield this year. Took defensive line just a little bit longer in the season to get clicking on all cylinders, but they seem to have come together here at the end of the season right now, and they're doing very well right now against Quinlan Ford here in the bi-district game.
Good pooch kick by Angel Morales, filled around the 17-yard line by number 6. He gets a good return, breaking a couple of tackles out past the 30. He's going to be stopped down at the 32-yard line. 4:17 to play here in the first half. Hand off up the middle. Number 3 has some room. Gets out to about the 39-yard line.
Mason Teague on the carry.
Like he was tackled by Luke Hendricks, I believe. Be 2nd down and 3 for the Panthers. Less than 4 minutes to play in the first half. That should have been a false start, yep.
Yeah, they're getting it. Contrary to Jenny's belief, it is not traveling. It is a false start. We got a couple more weeks before we start that.
A couple more days. First
Oh,
broadcast is Tuesday.
gosh, it is, isn't it? My goodness.
Yeah, our first official broadcast for Sanger basketball, Lady Indians, and the varsity boys basketball games will be on Tuesday the 18th. Run up the middle. Gets right around the line of the gain. Looks like they're going to spot it.
Clock continues to tick. We're just under 3 minutes. Handoff up the middle, number 7, Devin Williams.
And off the middle, number 7 gets first down yardage down to the 45-yard line.
This might take us right straight down to the 2-minute timeout.
Yeah, I think it is.
And that's exactly where we're at.
Again, we want to thank our broadcast sponsor for today's broadcast. Let me give us an in-booth look so nobody do anything crazy. Hi, Jenny.
Oh, hey.
We appreciate TAV Tech for coming on board this week to be our official broadcast sponsor for the first playoff game since 2022 for the varsity football team. Today is the bi-district matchup between Quinlan Ford Panthers and Sanger Indians. Our TAV Tech Games of the Week update, games being played this evening.
I probably don't have as many highlighted as you do.
Well,
We start right here. Your game right here. Sanger Indians on top of Quinlan Ford Panthers 10-0. Canton Eagles tied with Caddo Mills 7-7. Crum Bobcats on top of the Ferris Yellow
Yeah, get back
Jackets
to the feed real
14-12. Handoff number 44. Dylan Fulgham all the way down to the 41-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and 6 for the Panthers. Another quick toss out to the left side for number 44, Dylan Fulgham. Ball's going to be spotted at the 38-yard line. We'll bring up 3rd down. know where to go on that one. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Reggie Jones over on the sideline trying to get the stands pumped up for this fourth down play. Big fourth down here as the clock less than a minute's play, down to 40 seconds. Play is completed. Less than 20 seconds to play in the half. They spiked the ball with 18 seconds left. Again, our game of the week this week was, if you remember, was Gilmer at Athens. And I had talked about how Gilmer is normally pretty solid. They're the 3 seed coming out of their district playing Athens, and they're 2 seed out of that District 8. But Gilmer's up 7-6. 4 minutes play in the first quarter, obviously early in that game. Throw incomplete down at the left side. That play took 2 seconds. Okay. I believe that.
We'll bring up 3rd and 10 for the Panthers.
Back to pass. Rush in his face. Rolls out to his right-hand side. Not able to get right down. But then he's tackled by Max Taylor inbounds. Clock running. And they don't have any timeouts. So that's going to be the half. Mr. Rowe mentioned that the Crumbs was trailing Ferris. But the app I'm using, Mr. Rowe, shows Crum up 21-12. I don't know if this app I'm using is wrong or not, but that's what it has on my end.
That's what I'm showing also. I'll
Check Max Preps.
I'll go to NFHS Network.
Dang it.
That's not it. Okay, I will take your advice and go straight to Max Preps because it's not on the NFHS Network. Max Preps shows Ferris on top 21-12.
Wow.
Your halftime stats. Quinlan Ford rushing. Mason Teague, 5 rushes for 43 yards. Devin Williams, 7 rushes, 23 yards. Dylan Fulgham, 7 rushes, 22 yards. Peyton Wallen, 3 rushes for 12 yards. Tyler Andrews, 1 rush for 3 yards. Peyton Wallen passing 1 completion after 3 attempts for 9 yards. Sanger Indian rushing. Reggie Jones, 11 rushes for 86 yards. Reed Sebastian, 2 rushes for 13 yards. Austin Martin, 4 for 10. Passing, Reed Sebastian, 7 for 13 with 50 yards and a touchdown. Receiving, Wyatt Pennington, 4 receptions for 37 yards and a touchdown. Austin Martin, 2 receptions for 8 yards. And Joel Rodriguez, 1 reception for 5. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is your halftime stats. Sanger Indians lead 10-0 at halftime.
Another mention to our official church of the Sanger Sports Corner Church of Christ. You can go see them on Sundays for their Bible classes from 9:30 to 10:15, as well as their Sunday worship from 10:30 to 11:30, as well as Wednesday evenings from 7 to 8. They are located at 400 South Locust Street, Sanger, Texas, right there on the intersection of Locust and 5th, just outside of the square. Go see our friend Mason Peebles and the entire team over at Church of Christ. We appreciate them being on board this year as an official church of the Sanger Sports Corner. Yeah, it's been corrected on Dave Campbell's now. It's 21-12. Ferris leading that game. Very interesting score there. Again, area scores brought to you by Tav Tech earlier in the week, as in last night. Our games of the week: Pleasant Grove defeated Brownsboro Bears 56-13. Pilot Point defeated the West Trojans 45-13. Carthage defeated Pittsburgh Pirates 63-34. Van Alstyne played Sunnyvale, number 5 team ranked in state, very closely, but Sunnyvale prevailed 49-41 in the late minutes of that game. Whitesboro battled back to make it very close with the Whitney Wildcats, but Whitney held on, winning 61-55. Salina won their game 77-0. Athens and Gilmer now up 14-6 over Athens early second quarter in that game. Again, Athens ranked number 10 in state, and the second place team in that District 8 that Carthage is in. Ferris, again, this, I don't know what's going on with this score. Now it's saying crumbs up on this thing.
Well, if you look at the very top, it shows Ferris 28-12, but if you actually look at the box score, it does show the Crum is up 28-12.
Yeah, there's something up with that game. I don't know. I think Crum might be winning that game. But there's definitely something fishy with the apps. We'll try to find it on FHS and get you a better update. Canton and Caddo, again, District 5 versus District 6. Canton leading Caddo 10-7 in a very close matchup there. And then this game is up 10-0. Argyle Eagles in another game that wasn't in our area games, but just another game to mention, is they're up 28-0 over Lovejoy. So let me pull up that email and see where the Crum game was being broadcast.
That's what I was doing right now, too.
We're going to turn the sound down a little bit, but we are here. We can't hear the band anywhere inside our press box anyways, but you can still see the band visually on our screen.
Real quick, David York has verified off of the official broadcast, and it is 28-12 Crum. And we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back shortly. Enjoy the bands.
All right. David York back here with Brett Bumpus and Jenny Bumpus. Some area scores brought to you by Tav Tech. The games being played this evening on our area games of the week. Gilmer and Athens now tied 21-21 halfway through the second quarter. Crum leads Ferris 28-12 at halftime. Canton Eagles lead the Cattle Mills Foxes at 10-7 at halftime. Of course, this game, Sanger Indians lead Quinlan Ford Panthers 10-0 at halftime. Other games completed yesterday. Pleasant Grove Hawks defeated Brownsboro Bears 56-13. Pilot Point Bearcats defeated West Trojans 45-13. Carthage Bulldogs defeated the Pittsburgh Pirates 63-34.
Oh, they were a baseball team.
I know, right? Sunnyvale Raiders defeated Van Alstyne Panthers 49-41. We've played a lot of Panthers this year.
There's a lot of cats.
Yeah.
Panthers, Bobcats,
Yep.
Wildcats. There's a lot of cats around.
Whitney Wildcats defeated the Whitesboro Bearcats 61-55. Fed right into your theory. Salina Bobcats defeated the Dallas Pinkston Vikings. How about that?
Oh, there
for
you
your
go. There you go.
One off, 77-0 on that game.
I could definitely see a Bobcat beating up a Viking. Vikings didn't have cats.
And dragons.
I don't think they had dragons either. No.
Not seen How to Train Your Dragon?
No, I have not seen How to Train Your Dragon.
Vikings.
I could be wrong. They could have had cats. It's just I thought the Vikings were like they were in the water a lot. These cats get bored or used for bait.
If you're just joining us again, Indians offense did not get off to the fast start that they're normally used to. They stalled on multiple drives inside Quinlan Ford territory before finally getting down deep inside the 5-yard line at the end of the first quarter. And then when the quarter carried over in the second quarter, they were able to get in on a 4th down and play. They had tried the mountain package trying to run in on Austin Martin with quarterback keepers a couple of plays on 2nd and 3rd down. Wasn't able to get in. Brought in the base form or the regular offense of package on 4th down. Ran play action to Reggie. 2 of the 3 of us in the box were convinced Reggie had the ball. Our camera person keenly kept in on Wyatt Pennington. It was a great play action pass. I think the 0 and the word Dennison in the end zone was the closest thing to
Yes,
Wyatt
to
Pennington,
Wyatt.
Other than maybe the inflatable team back there in the back of the end zone. There was nobody near him, to put it mildly. So,
You said inflatable team. I was like, but never mind. You're talking about the tunnel crew.
the tunnel crew.
So
And so,
there's another game after this? It'll be a very interesting game.
what's up, dude?
Do you have a charger?
Oh, do y'all have a regular Lightning phone charger at all?
I have one in my truck. It's the closest one I got.
Let me see what I got in my backpack, buddy.
Well, while their teams are getting ready to come back out on the field, we'll run through these stats real quick from the first half. Reggie Jones, 11 rushes for 86 yards. Reed Sebastian, 2 rushes for 13 yards. Austin Martin, 4 rushes for 10. Passing, Reed Sebastian, 7 of 13 for 50 yards and a touchdown. Receiving, Wyatt Pennington, 4 receptions for 37 yards, a touchdown. Austin Martin, 2 receptions for 8 yards. Joel Rodriguez, 1 for 5. Switching over to Quinlan Ford Panthers. Mason Teague, 5 rushes for 43 yards. Devin Williams, 7 rushes, 23 yards. Dylan Fulgham, 7 rushes, 22 yards. Peyton Wallen, 3 rushes for 12 yards. Tyler Andrews, 1 rush for 3. Passing, Peyton Wallen is 1 completed pass with only 3 attempts for 9 yards. And that 1 9-yard reception went to Mason Teague. Those are your first half offensive stats. As we get ready to welcome the Indians and the Panthers back out for the second half. We were about 9 seconds away. Everybody is on the field, ready to go. We're waiting for them to come through the tunnels. We're getting ready to kick off this second half as Quinlan Ford will be receiving the second half kickoff. As you brought up in the halftime when we were off the air. It was a really good stop by the Indian defense there to end the first half as Ford Panthers do get the ball to start the second half. And here come both teams to start the second half. Quinlan coming out of the end zone on the north end. Sanger Indians also coming out of the north end zone out of their tunnel. We're ready to start the second half.
Again, our game sponsor is Tav Tech Telecom Audio Video. Reach out to Nick with any of your smart home audio video needs, Wi-Fi connectivity throughout your home business or ranch. He can help you with all your smart home, smart office needs to help you get caught up into the 21st century. We appreciate Nick coming on as a sponsor. He is based right there in Sanger, Texas, and can help you anywhere in the area.
And watch for the onside kick right here coming from Sanger. It is going to be a little squib kick down to the 45-yard line. It's going to get covered up quickly by number 11. That's where the Panthers will start at the 45-yard line.
Again, big shout out to our Sanger Indian fans. They have come out in a big way this evening. Visiting stands is very well packed. Opening play of the second half gets about a gain of 6. Makes it second down and 4. Panthers need to get down to the 45-yard line of the Indians to get a first. That's going to be a false start. There's a lot of moving pieces to this offense that they're running. A lot of misdirection and multiple running backs moving into the same direction, and they also put a man in motion almost every single play. And when they do that, if you have 2 men moving at the same time, which is what's causing them to have these false starts, is there's a second man moving before the snap. Handoff number 3 to short gain. Coach for Quinlan Ford not happy about something. Brief injury time out there to get a player off the field for the Panthers. 3rd down. 7 yards to go. Got to get to the 45-yard line of the Indians. Pass into the left flat. He's tackled for a short gain, maybe 4th down and 5 right at midfield. Small personnel change does appear they are sending their punt team in. This down a distance, you got to be careful.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Indians not sending anybody back. Looks like they're in punt protect here. Really early movement on the left gunner, but
Backwards flipping should bounce. But it does
Really
take a
good hop.
Panther bounce all the way
Down to the 5-yard line. 9:57 to play here in the third quarter. Indians take their first possession at their own 5-yard line. Indians offense did finally get going there at the end of the first quarter, early second quarter, and then stalled again all the way up until about 4 minutes to go in the first half, and was able to get a field goal from Angel Morales, who's had a great season. And off to Reggie. He battles his way for about a yard gain out to about the 6-yard line.
Almost looked like he hit the hole so fast he tripped over his own feet coming across and immediately just fell into the defender.
Yep. 2nd down and 9.
There
Run
he
up the
goes.
middle. Big hole. Battles his way out past the 30-yard line. Be 1st and 10 Indians. Officially at the 33-yard line. Austin Martin in motion. Play action. Pass out the flat to Wyatt Pennington. Nobody right here with him. He's got room to run inside Panther territory. Gets pushed out of bounds at roughly the 43-yard line. 8:56 to play here in the third quarter. Indians quickly to the line and set to play. Reed Sebastian rolls to the right, throws into the flat, caught by Joel Rodriguez. Stopped immediately. But not before he gets a gain of about 8 yards down to the 35-yard line. The Panthers be 2nd down and 2 Indians. Austin Martin in motion. Hand out to Reggie. He's got 1st down yardage.
Reggie goes out. Chris Ramirez comes in.
Looks like Reggie may have an equipment issue. Wyatt Pennington in motion. Reed Sebastian back to pass. Across the middle to Joel Rodriguez. It's going to be caught. He's going to be tackled down around the 1-yard line. Be officially spotted at the 1. Be 1st and goal Indians at the 1-yard line after a big pass to Joel Rodriguez.
Sanger offense hurries to the line.
Looks like it's going to be the tush push up the middle. The entire offense is in the end zone,
Yeah,
so that's a touchdown.
There it is.
Yeah. Late call, but touchdown, Sanger Indians.
I did miss. Was that Reed or was that
That was
Austin?
Reed Sebastian.
That was Reed. Okay, thank you.
I couldn't tell either until he came back off the pile with the ball.
Fair.
I believe, if I'm going by memory here, but I believe that's his 8th rushing touchdown of the season. Makes the score 16-0. Indians pending the extra point by Angel.
Going to get a defensive offside penalty, but they're going to decline that. That kick's going to be up and good. – 17-0, 7 minutes, 32 seconds to go, Dave.
Yes, sir. Again, not the scoring explosion that we've been used to, but I'm very, very pleased to see this defense.
Yeah, I am too. And but we've talked about this all year long, and we've talked about it up until right before this game started. Playoff high school football is not the same as your regular season. There's so many variables that go in there. A lot of it's about matchups. We've talked about matchups many, many times. But playoff football is definitely different, and Sanger Indians defense has stepped up to show that it's time to take this team serious.
Well, if we're going to make a run, we needed a game where our starters actually have to play more than the first half.
That's a true story.
Contrary to popular belief,
Yes.
there was some things said out there this week that
Yeah.
Sanger only got to 91 and 80 points in their last 2 games because they kept their starters in all game. We had backups in the second quarter in those games. 4th and 5th string running backs in 3rd and 4th quarter. Our slot receiver in at QB. For the majority of the second half last week. Third or fourth string running back, Christian, had a 75-yard touchdown run on the first play of one of the drives on a basic handoff. Sanger's offense is just a very, very well-run offense. No matter what player is in there in the game, we had backup linemen in at almost every position. I think there's basically just 2 spots we don't have a lot of depth at on the line. But other than that, we had backups in all over the place. Handoff number 6 up the middle, has a little bit of space, makes a cut, breaks a couple of tackles, gets brought
Ball's
down.
out.
Ball
Jace
is
Jackson
out.
strips the ball, but it rolls out of bounds at the 40.
Going to stop the clock with 7:22 to play. Third quarter, Indians lead 17-0. Panthers driving here. Currently at the 43-yard line, 1st and 10. Quarterback keeper turns it, heads up field. Good downhill running. Gets inside the 35-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 1. Officially spotted at 34. Need to get to the 33 for a first.
Quinlan Ford definitely taking their time. With another thing we talked about is
Keep the ball away from the Sanger offense.
Keeping the ball away from the Sanger offense, and they have done a pretty good job of it this game.
One of our loyal viewers, Kenny Spoon, pointing out that was a 95-yard touchdown drive on the previous drive.
I forgot about that.
Great call. Now the quarterback keeper, number 8, tackled quickly right around the line to gain. Looks like he got a generous spot, and it's going to be a first down. Clock ticks below 6:20 to play in the third quarter. 1st and 10, Panthers at the 33-yard line of Sanger.
Another misdirection handoff to number 5.
There's 17 flags on the play. Or 3, but it looks like a lot. I don't know if they all 3 saw the same thing or saw 3 different things, but they saw something. I'm going to go with either illegal block or hold on the offense, but I could be wrong. Speculation at this point. Illegal block in the back. His spot foul. But it does look like the spot is also the line of scrimmage, so bring up 1st and 20. I forgot to change the clock there. Good job there. Back to pass. Down the middle. Caught, number 7. Big yardage on 1st and 20. Looks to be about a gain of 15 down to the 28-yard line. Be 2nd down and 5 for the Panthers. Little pitch number 10. He gets taken down short of the 25-yard line. Be spotted at the 26-yard line. It's going to be third down and a long 3 yards to go. They need to get down to the 23-yard line of the Indians for a first. Less than 4.5 minutes to play here in the third quarter. This is Quinlan's second possession of the second half. Handoff number 3. He's going to be short of the line to gain. Be stopped at the 26-yard line, right at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 4th down and 3. Again, this Indians defense playing very strong defense tonight. And if this defense gets going along with this, what we know this offense is capable of, they can make a run.
Mm-hmm.
Three and a half minutes to play in the third quarter. Into round number 3. Gets contacted into the backfield initially by Creed and Burner, but tackled by Tribe of Indians. Be a turnover on downs. Indians ball looks to be officially spotted at the 27-yard line. .323 to play here in the third. What did I say? I said 23? Sorry.
Yeah.
20,
No, you said it right.
27-yard line.
Oh, yeah. You said 3:23 to go in the third. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that's right.
you said everything right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I was getting confused between the 323 and the 27-yard
Yeah,
line.
yeah. You said everything right though.
They are probably dominating at time of possession. I don't know if our little stat keeper upper thing keeps up with time possession or not. I think there's a miscommunication there between Reed and Joel.
I think what they were trying to do right over here is they were trying to get Joel was getting held all the way out here. Reed tried to throw the ball his direction just to get somebody to look, but Joel had absolutely nowhere to go because he was being held up. But long way to say 2nd and 10.
Luke Hendricks checks in. Eight seconds to go on the play clock. Timeout defense. Another timeout brought to you by Hall Real Estate, Don Hall Construction. We've been calling the opponent timeouts, brought to you by Don Hall Construction. So we appreciate Drew Hall and his team at Don Hall Construction. You can reach out to him with any of your building needs, whether you're trying to remodel your current home or you're trying to build a new home or building a new business. He does commercial and residential projects and is willing to speak with you about any of the upcoming projects you're considering doing. He's based in Sanger but builds all over the area. Go see our friend Drew Hall at Don Hall Construction. We appreciate Drew being on for the 4th or 3rd year in a row. And I'm assuming it's going to be a 4th next year, unless he's tired of us by now. Play action.
Great block on the outside by Wyatt Pennington.
Reed ends up keeping it and going out of bounds at the 32-yard line.
Officially spotted. They moved it up to the 34.
Yeah, I think they're correct.
No,
That is
they're
gonna be
moving it
32.
back. Yep, you're right.
Be 3rd down and 5. Reed completes it to Wyatt Pennington. Wyatt turns upfield, gets downfield for a 1st down yardage and more. There's a flag downfield. This might be some kind of defensive holding call. illegal contact. The result of the play would have been more yards than taking a penalty, I believe, unless it's a 10-yard penalty. I thought illegal contact was a 5-yard penalty. Oh, I guess it is a 10-yard penalty, so that is more yards. Okay. Puts the Indians at the 42-yard line, 1st and 10. Clock goes below 3 minutes. Reed Sebastian handles a low snap, goes back to pass, scrambles, still being chased. Going to be tackled by a gang of Panthers right around the 40-yard line. Be a loss of 2 on the play officially. 2nd down and 12 for the Indians. Reed's definitely taken more hits tonight than he has all season.
He's got a little bit of a limp going right now also.
It's just his swagger.
He's just a tough kid, though.
Austin Martin in motion.
Is that his swagger?
Yeah.
Play action. Pass into the flat. Hits Wyatt Pennington. Goes out of bounds right around the 40-yard line. .201 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Indians set up a 3rd down and 8 after that 4-yard gain by Wyatt Pennington. Hard-earned 4 yards. He's been open. He's been wide open a few times in the flat, but they seem to have picked up on that now and got that covered. Hand off to Reggie. Reggie has room. He's out to the left-hand side. He's inside Panther territory. Going to be 1st down and 10 at the 35-yard line as the clock stops with 1:54 to play.
It was a great play. Everybody's keying to the left side of the defense, and Reggie takes it, goes right up the left side of the offense because everybody's going the opposite direction. Left a big gap for Reggie to get up the middle. Big gain, 1st down for the Indians.
Wyatt Pennington in motion. Play action. I think the play was originally going to be designed to be to Wyatt Pennington in the flat, but Wyatt got bumped in the backfield by one of the defenders coming through the line, and so he just turned around and led block for Reed Sebastian, who got a gain about 7 yards.
Well, he tried to lead block, but Reed ended up just saying, I ain't going to wait on you anymore, brother.
Clock stops on the out-of-bounds play at 1:27. Little swing pass out to Austin Martin. He gets hit out of bounds. No flag, but he was definitely in the white when he got solidly pushed. I don't know how there's 1:22 on the clock versus 1:19. I literally stopped the clock as soon as the Austin went out of bounds.
Timeout on the field. Not quite sure who called the timeout. The scoreboard hasn't been updated yet. Well, they said wind the clock. I guess nobody called a timeout. Everybody just decided to go over to the sidelines real quick.
Play clock only has 22 seconds on it for Sanger.
3rd and 1.
Hand out to Reggie. 1st down yardage and more. Cuts out to the right-hand side. Makes a move. Gets inside the 10. .45 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. Indians set up 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. Reggie will take a break. Chris Ramirez will check in. 17-0 Indians lead late 3rd quarter. Reed Sebastian split out wide to the right. Austin Martin takes a snap. Runs to the left with Chris Ramirez lead blocking. And that's an easy Sanger Indian touchdown.
What a block by Chris Ramirez. Wow.
20 seconds to play in third quarter. Indians lead 23-0, pending the extra point. Snaps high, but handled well by Levi Hendricks, and the extra point is good. Makes our score 24-0. "20 seconds to play here in third quarter." Again, we want to give a shout out to our presenting sponsor of today's by-district playoff game, Tav Tech, Telecom Audio Video. Any of your smart home, smart business, or Wi-Fi connectivity needs, they can help you. We appreciate them coming on board as a sponsor this week. They are locally owned in Sanger, Texas. Check them out on their website at tavtechllc.com.
Do you see that?
Wow. It's a whole new strategy there. There's only 10 out there now. They trying a whole new strategy to just play with 10?
I got 11.
No, I'm talking about
Oh,
the defense.
yeah. Ball's
Ball's
still free.
bobbled. We covered up right around 35-yard line.
Is it me or is the band getting louder?
I think it's this band, isn't it?
That may be.
That's early movement. That should have been a false start. First down run. Sets them up at their own 46-yard line, 1st and 10, as we approach the end of the third quarter. Should be the last play of the quarter unless it's an incomplete pass or a false start. They do have 11 out there, though, on offense. And off number 7, tries to get the edge. Great contain. Number 7 on number 7 there. Goes out of bounds at the 48-yard line. 5 seconds to play. Chase Jackson in on the stop there. Second down and 8. Handoff number 7 on the end around. He's got space, got speed, cuts back to the middle of the field, gets tackled inside the 30, officially spotted 28, balls out, but they're going to call him down. That'll be the end of the third quarter. Do our area scores real quick as we head into the fourth quarter. Area scores for games of the week brought to you by Tav Tech. Gilmore leads Athens 29-27 at halftime. Crum now leading Ferris, start of the fourth quarter, 35-15. Canton leads the Cattle Mills Foxes 10-7 late third quarter. And again, this game 24-0, start of the fourth quarter. Argyle Eagles up 49-0 over Lovejoy.
Very quick run through, real quick on the stats. Leading rusher for Quinlan Ford, Devin Williams, 10 rushes with 60 yards. Peyton Wallen has 3 completions for 5 attempts for 26 yards. Devin Williams, 2 receptions for 17 yards. And Mason Teague, 1 for 9 as we start the fourth quarter.
Tackled for a short gain there. Be about a gain of 1. Be second down and 9 as the ball spotted at the 27-yard line.
Sanger Indian stats up and two all the way through the third quarter. Reggie Jones, 16 rushes for 155 yards. Reed Sebastian, 13 for 20, 127 yards and a touchdown. Wyatt Pennington, 7 receptions, 73 yards. Joel Rodriguez, 3 for 44. Austin Martin, 3 for 10.
Play action. Quarterback keeper throws it out to the right to number 7. Gets contacted almost immediately. Short gain on the play. He officially spotted at the 25-yard line. Third down. Or 24-yard line, excuse me. They need to get to the 18-yard line for a first. End around. Handed to number 5. Xander Sharp. Short gain on the play, but not quite enough to get a first down. It's going to be 4th down and 3 for the Panthers.
Great open field tackle by Chris Ramirez.
Quarterback back to throw. Across the middle.
Incomplete.
That'll be a turnover on downs. Indians ball with 9:47 to play here in the ball game. It's 24-0, but still a 3-possession game. So Sanger wants to take care of the ball here and go down and score. Wyatt Pennington in motion. Reed Sebastian back to pass.
What
my
a catch.
goodness, what a highlight reel catch.
He must have watched my TikTok.
What a play by Wyatt Pennington. He didn't even know that ball was coming. Reed threw it kind of at the last minute.
That was beautiful.
That was something to watch.
One-handed.
Hand off to Reggie. Reggie up the middle. Has first down yardage. Gets down to almost the 35-yard line. Stop the clocks momentarily and then get the chain set and restart. Reed Sebastian back to pass. Out in the flats, Austin Martin. Great blocking by Wyatt Pennington. Austin Martin off to the races.
Flag flies in on the far side.
Darn. Not sure who the illegal block or hold might against, but I thought Wyatt had a great block. They are calling it a hold. Spot foul, so be marked off from the 28-yard line, be marked back to the 38. So it won't be 1st and 20, it'll be first down and 13. Yeah, we're trying to keep up with stats and lots of the other stuff, buddy, but we'll get it to you. Pass completed to Austin Martin, but goes as a no gain as he's tackled down almost immediately right there at the 38-yard line. Bringing up second down and 13. Welcome Dax York to the broadcast.
What's up, little buddy?
Trips
Hello.
right. There's going to be movement there on the offensive line. Be officially a false start, make it down 2nd and 18. You want to sit down, bud?
Good.
Okay.
Okay.
Hand off to Reggie. Gets contacted by number 20 for the Panthers almost immediately. Number 20 for the Panthers is Belcar Soto. And on the stop. Third down and 18 for the Indians here. Joel in motion. Pass is incomplete, intended for Joel Rodriguez. Be 4th down and long. Does not look like we'll see the punter for the first time in a month.
Go for it.
They may be milking the clock right here also. Get the play clock down to, that was an incomplete pass, I guess, because
Yeah,
the
the game clock's still
not
running.
going anywhere.
Game clock is stopped. But you're in their territory.
Yeah.
And we know Coach Rogers does not like to punt. Reed Sebastian, play action, back to pass. Down the middle. Intended for Joel. Falls incomplete. Turnover on downs. With 7:12 to play, Quinlan Ford will take over at their own 43-yard line.
Look there, Dax. You got people saying hi to you, buddy.
Oh, Beckham's there.
Mm-hmm.
Can I scroll?
Great. Drops back to pass. He's going to be hit hard, and that pass is going to fall incomplete.
Oh, he thought it was intercepted, I think.
Bring up 2nd and 10 for the Panthers. J.J. Micus in the backfield, causing a little disruption.
.708 to play after the incompletion. Play action. Pass across the middle, incomplete. Third down and 10.
Running clock now on the iPad or the computer.
No, it's right here, buddy.
Oh,
I'll wait until that one says the same amount, though, since we're 1 second off, so I'll let that one start. Looks like we're going to be a timeout. Panthers. Again, timeout's brought to you by, for the Panthers, the Quinlan Ford's timeout's brought to you by Don Hall Construction. For any construction needs, whether you're thinking about remodeling your home or building from the ground up, residential or commercial, Drew Hall at Don Hall Real Estate can help you with all of your construction needs. We appreciate Drew coming on board with both Hall Real Estate and Don Hall Construction for the 3rd year in a row.
Third and 10. Quarterback sneak right up the middle. Going to get all the way down to the 42-yard line.
First and 10 at the Sanger 42. Number 8 back to pass. Out to the right flat.
plate number 3.
Completed number 3 is going to be tackled right around the 40-yard line by Jonas Autry. Jonas has been playing well the last few weeks.
I didn't know that was Jonas.
That is number 12. Had an interception in last week's Farmersville game. 3-yard gain, 2nd down and 7. Number 8 back to pass. Rolls out to his left. Being chased by
Those are
Sampson. Throws deep downfield.
It's
It's going to be caught for a Panther touchdown.
Dang.
Devin Williams on the receiving end of that deep pass. 39-yard touchdown pass.
It looks like they're going to go for 1, even though a 2-point conversion would keep it a 2-score game. If they go for 1 and make it or miss it, it will remain a 3-possession game. But I'm in the booth and he's on the sideline. Extra point is up and good.
Up and good and landed just south of the Red River.
Makes it 24-7. Indians lead by 17. 5:58 to play in the game.
It was a good catch.
It was a really good catch, yeah.
Do they have a net on this side of the thing? The field goal?
It doesn't look like it, bud. I think they on
Oh.
this side, they might just go out in the street.
Yeah. Hit a car.
"53 weeks ago, You were playing on this field.
I was.
Yeah. Youth semifinals against Pottsboro.
What are you going to be doing tomorrow, little Dax? Tell the crowd.
I'm going to the Super Bowl.
No, you're not just going to the Super Bowl, buddy. You're playing in the Super Bowl.
Playing in the Super Bowl.
My man.
How many Super Bowls in a row does that make it for you?
Like gone to?
Played in?
4,
Trying to win how many in a row?
3.
Has it been fun?
Yeah.
Good. Keep working.
That's not gonna. Oh, jeez. Did get it.
Onside kick is recovered by the Panthers. Again, it brings the question why I didn't go for 2 back there. I'm okay with the fact that he didn't.
Yeah.
Brief discussion by the refs, but it is ruled Panther ball right at midfield.
About 6 minutes left to go.
Timeout.
Timeout Indians. This timeout brought to you by Hall Real Estate. If you're thinking about buying your home or selling your home or potentially just buying land, go see our friend Drew Hall and his team of realtors at Hall Real Estate. Again, his office is located at Pecan and northbound Service Road, about 35. He has a big sign, digital sign you can see as you're exiting 455 off of 35 right there. He's been a friend of the program for 3 seasons in a row. We appreciate his support. Go see him for your real estate or construction needs, commercial or residential. He'll be glad to help. Tell him Brett and Dave sent you.
That was a very well executed onside kick. And it looked like the discussion was, did it pass the 50? But from our point, it did pass the 50.
I
It
thought
kind
it
of
did
rolled
too.
back just a little bit. It was a good call. Great discussion by the refs to make sure they got it right, but they had it right the first
Quarterback
time.
draw at the middle. Inside the 40-yard line.
Tackle by Max Taylor. And
Good job, Dax. Tackled by Max Taylor and company.
Yeah.
Ball at the 38-yard line. 1st and 10 Panthers. Number 8 back to pass. He's chased by Dez and J.J. Micus. Ball's caught inside the 20. Chased down by
Max Taylor again.
Max Taylor again. Going to be 1st and goal at the 10 for the Panthers.
Bet you their coach is really rethinking going for 2.
Quarterback draw off the middle. Not much gain there. Maybe a gain of 2.
Yeah.
Time is not on the Panthers side.
They are down to their 1 timeout,
1.
very rapidly approaching the 5-minute mark in the game.
Back to pass.
Throws it
Deep and out of bounds.
out of bounds, yeah.
.459 to play, 3rd and goal. Most of the Panther plays have been run in by the quarterback instead of being signaled in or run in by their position players. Got to be pretty tiring on that QB. Pass out on the left flat.
Another thing.
It's going to be caught by number 7. Touchdown, Panthers. Again, it brings the question why he didn't go for 2 on that first touchdown.
I think they're going for 1 again.
Well, now, it makes sense for them to go by 1.
Yeah.
Go for 1 now, down by 11. Makes it a 10-point game. Kicker does have a big leg, so they can get a field goal later.
We tried extra point of practice. Did not go well.
That one
I
cleared the
think that
building.
one went
Over the
Yeah.
building.
just short of Choctaw.
Yeah, that one cleared the field house. Wow.
I wonder if that-
24-14.
I wonder if that hit one of their buses over there. They have buses behind that.
So 4:55 to play, and we suddenly have a ball game here, 24-14. Coach of the Panthers certainly has more experience than me, but I think if I would have been in that situation, I would have been looking there to go for 2 on both those possessions. It'd be potentially 24-16 right now and only be a 1-score game. But instead, they're going to be in need of 2 more possessions. Sanger's Hands team's now here to
Okay.
catch this potential onside kick.
I think they put White Pennington over here for. I thought Jonas was over there at first.
On the front line, you got Joel Rodriguez, Jace Jackson,
Wyatt Pennington,
Wyatt Pennington. Is that Creedon Burner?
And then.
Reed Sebastian.
Where?
I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, Reed is on the
Yeah.
return. I don't think he's normally on there, dude.
That
It
was
doesn't
not
even
even go
come
10
close to
yards.
going 10 yards.
Now's the time to just pick it up and run with it.
Were you allowed to do that?
Sanger could have because it didn't go 10 yards, but if they touch it and don't possess it, then
They can pick it up.
Yes.
the other team can pick it up. So
The smart thing to do is stay away from
stay
it.
from exactly. So that'll set up Indians offense inside Panther territory at the 47-yard line to start this possession. 24-14. Again, Panthers only have 1 timeout left in the ball game. Play action. Pass completed to Joel Rodriguez.
Look at Joel.
push-
Still battling. He's going to have first down yardage
Oh, yeah.
as he gets down to the 36-yard line.
I think 76 came up there and pushed him.
He
really
did.
far.
Messed up the clock here.
Oh.
Run to Reggie.
There you go. You're a little ahead of it, but. Oh. Never mind.
Less than 4 minutes to play. 2nd down and 3 as the Indians slow down the offense to run more clock on this possession. Looks like Sanger might be wanting to call a timeout here as they let the clock run all the way down. 3:33 to play in the game. Sanger calls their first timeout of the second half, right?
No, should be there. They should have 1 timeout left.
Okay.
They do.
So second timeout of the half. This timeout brought to you by Hall Real Estate. Go see our friend Drew Hall and his team of realtors for all your real estate needs. If you're looking to buy a home or sell a home or to rent a home, Drew Hall, Amy Cavins, and many other realtors on his team, locally based here in Sanger and the surrounding area, he can help you with all your real estate needs. Again, the Indians lead 24-14.
Pretty decent golfer, too.
Yeah.
That's a decent, not great. Don't get so excited there, Dax.
Our presenting sponsor of this by-district playoff game is Tav Tech. Our official church of the Sanger Sports Corner is the Church of Christ. We appreciate Mason Peebles and the entire team over at the Church of Christ for being the official church of the Sanger Sports Corner.
Run
And
away.
off to Reggie. Cuts it out left-hand side.
Oh.
Has a hole. Gets upfield inside the 10. can get tackled down around the 5-yard line.
Good run.
Be first and goal, Indians. Spotted officially at the 5. Less than 3:20 to play in the ball game.
They're probably going to let the play clock and the clock tick for a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Hand off to Reggie.
He's going to be in or at the 1.
Looks like he's going to be touchdown at the 1-yard line. That's probably the worst news for
No
the
way.
Panthers.
He just spotted it at the 1.
But good news for the Indians there is the clock keeps running. Bad news for the Panthers is the clock keeps running.
Keeps running. Yeah.
They're probably going to.
In normal circumstances here, I think we would be seeing Reed just pushed into the end zone on a hurry-up
Yeah.
offensive play. But, again, we're slowing it down. We can run one more play here before the 2-minute timeout.
So remember earlier when you said I figured that more time would have ran off the clock than that? Watch the clock. It skipped.
I know it does.
It'll skip.
It does.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes these clocks run on Wi-Fi situations.
Oh, good call. Just waiting for the official spot, but Reggie Jones is going to be in for the Sanger Indian touchdown.
2:04 to play here in the game. Indians lead 30-14, pending the extra point. Extra point here puts them up by 17, which will keep it a 3-score game if they can get the extra point.
Forgot what I predicted the score was going to be, but
Extra point is up and good.
me and
31-14 Indians.
me and Jessica predicted the scores, and I said 31 as Sanger.
Oh, nice.
I don't know what I said for the other team, but I think maybe.
You probably said 48. That's why you don't want to say it out loud.
Nope, I did not. I said that we were going to win 31-17, or I said 20-20.
Okay. All right. Well,
Because, I guess that could happen if they go for 2 and then miss it,
yeah. Or miss the extra point.
or miss the extra point.
I don't think they're going to miss an extra point.
Or
I don't think that their kicker would miss an extra point from the 30.
We could block an extra point.
We can. We've done it 3 times this year. Or Jace Jackson has.
has he really blocked all of them?
We blocked 3 extra points this year. 3 extra points, 5 interceptions,
2 fumble recoveries.
2 fumble recoveries,
Yeah, 7 total turnovers.
and 1 fumble recovery went for a touchdown. He's all right.
Oh, onside.
Onside kick of their own here.
They're gonna call that.
Tried to catch the Panthers sleeping, and that guy was backpedaling like he thought it was going to be a deep kick, but luckily he was able to bounce back and get the ball before the Indians jumped on it.
Is this going to be in their
There'll be
territory?
one play, and then there'll be 2-minute timeout.
Yeah.
Marianne Allenbar, we're wishing you luck in the Super Bowl tomorrow, bud.
Thank you.
Lots of Dax fans out there, buddy.
Yeah.
Pass falls incomplete. Bring up 2nd and 10.
That'll bring out your 2-minute timeout with 1:59 to play. So a little bit of a scare there as Panthers come battling back.
Yeah.
With 1:59 to play, I will personally say that a 17-point lead feels a lot better than a 14-point lead.
Yes. I'm not going to lie to you. I saw that onside kick. I saw them get that, and I immediately started having flashbacks of Farmersville from last year.
I almost said a bad word. Scary.
Again, interesting decision for him to go for the extra point instead of the 2-point conversion. Maybe he just doesn't have good faith in what the 2-point conversion team has done this season when they've gone for 2. I don't know what the statistics are for them from that vantage point, but he is down there as a coach for a reason, and I'm up here in the booth not getting paid.
Yeah, but
the same
I,
reason.
I agree with you, especially with the fact that on a 2-point conversion, the ball's moved a little bit closer, and you have multiple options at running back. But again, agree with you. We're in a booth for a reason.
Number 8 rolls out to his left, has room to run,
Does not dump it off.
runs out of bounds around a 35-yard line. Minute 52 to play in the game.
Think he's not.
Oh, there's multiple flags downfield. Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Indians.
Oh, James is in the game. He's a freshman, right?
He is a freshman.
He's at DN.
So that'll be an unsportsmanlike conduct, 15-yard penalty against the Indians, setting up the Panthers at the 20-yard line on this possession. Don't know what the call was for, but a couple of the guys in secondary were talking to the ref about it. Number 8 back to pass. Gets contacted briefly in the backfield and then runs up the middle,
He's gonna be
inside
down.
the 10, inside the 5, be first and goal at the 3-yard line.
Yeah. Our QB's pretty big.
He is a big kid.
Yeah. Looks like they're gonna run up the middle or something. Oh, quarterback.
Quarterback keeper.
Oh, never mind.
Actually heading off number 7.
I kind of thought it was a quarterback keeper. Oh, they're going for 2. This is where my score prediction could be right.
I give up, understanding of this guy's madness to what he's doing.
Is he not wrote in the points? Or the
Being down by 9 does you no good. If they get this 2-point conversion, they're down by 9.
Yeah.
The math don't math, bruh.
the math does not math. Flag.
Penalty flag flies in.
2-point conversion is good. See what this penalty is.
It's probably
Illegal man downfield on the offense, so they'll have to replay the try.
so they're going to be
That'll back them up to the 8-yard line.
5-yard penalty. Right?
Stephanie, I have the same questions. I do not understand why we're going for 2 right here. But he gets paid. I don't.
Yep. Oh,
Little pitch number 3. He's going to be tackled. Actually, he
That's a
throws
backwards
the
pass.
ball.
yeah. There's no way.
I guess that was going to be a halfback pass, and that didn't work out.
If
So 1:21 to play. The Indians lead by 11, 31-20.
this was my score.
Dax's prediction for the final score was 31-20 as he gets
Can I ask Jessica?
excited.
She said that it was going to be 31-28, which could also be possible.
I'm okay with 31 to 20 though.
I'm also okay with 31-20.
Me too.
Minute 21 to go. Indians on top 31-20.
I think if we
I'm okay with us jumping on this next onside kick.
Yeah.
I think if
Instead
we
of
get the
sitting there
kick-
watching it, somebody else jump on it.
Yeah.
I think if we get the kickoff, then we'll probably just if you took 2 knees, do you think that would run out the whole clock?
Yeah, because they only have one
one
timeout
timeout.
left. You may have to take 3 if they
3,
call it,
yeah.
but if you go into victory formation at this point, I don't even think he'd call his timeout.
Yeah. They know that.
It's still a
they're-
2-score game,
Yeah. Can you only take 3 knees in one game, or can you take? a lot?
unlimited.
Oh, I don't know. So you could take a knee from like the.
First play of the game if you wanted to.
We do have a final over in where Crum and Ferris are playing. Crum on top 42-15. That is a final.
Like sometimes people, in the NFL, I've seen them take knees in the, like at the last play of the
Ready for the onside kick?
first half. Promise you they're gonna onside. Can tell that they're lining up to onside it. Yep. We recover.
Looks like that's going to be fielded by Joel Rodriguez. As it was approaching going 10 yards, he didn't even take a chance. He just jumped on it right there a yard short of the line to go. So that'll set up the Indians at the 49-yard line of the Panthers with 1:21 to play. So we'll see what the Indians do here from formation standpoint. It looks like kids are already saying congratulations on both sides of the ball. They're shaking hands.
Austin
It does look
Larkin
like victory
is going back to
formation.
victory formation. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Offensive line and defensive line shaking hands already. Good sportsmanship.
Absolutely. Well, as we go down these area scores one more time. Argyle ends up winning over Lovejoy 56-0.
Jeez.
Canton Eagles now up on Cattle Mills 20-7 late fourth quarter. Athens now leading Gilmer 41-36 late third quarter. And again, this game 31-20 as we run the clock out. One more snap and that'll be it.
Did they just call? Oh, I think that's game, right?
Yeah, that'll be the final. Well, I guess there's some type of stoppage here. Oh no, it's running now. It was behind on the Wi-Fi. I think a lot of these clocks are running by Wi-Fi.
And that's going to do it. Let me run through these stats real quick as the clock continues to tick down. As the handshake line begins, Quinlan Ford rushing. Devin Williams, 11 rushes for 80 yards and a touchdown. Mason Teague, 8 rushes for 47 yards. Peyton Wallen, 8 for 27. Passing, Peyton Wallen, 8 completed passes out of 15 attempts for 131 yards and 2 touchdowns. Receiving, Devin Williams, 5 receptions for 67 yards, 2 touchdowns. Mason Teague, 3 receptions for 64 yards on the Sanger side of the ball. Reggie Jones, 22 rushes, 203 yards and a touchdown. Reed Sebastian, 8 rushes for 21 yards and a touchdown. Austin Martin, 5 for 19 and a touchdown. Reed Sebastian also 16 of 25 for 170 yards and a touchdown. Receivers, Wyatt Pennington, 8 receptions, 105 yards and a touchdown for Wyatt Pennington. Joel Rodriguez, 4 receptions for 55 yards. And Austin Martin, 4 receptions for 10 yards. And that is your game time stats, David.
Thank you, Brett. Go see your kid.
I will do
I got
that.
everything from here.
I appreciate it.
We
You
appreciate
did
everybody
an
joining us
amazing
again.
job.
Thanks for our sponsor, Tav Tech. I guess I had to update the final score on here. I never did update their last score. My bad. Let's see. Change a couple of things here. So appreciate our sponsor.